Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Stone, and I'm coming to you from Duke University in Durham, North Carolina. As most of you already know, I am the son of the candidate who you're supporting today, Lisa Stone, and as such I wanted to say a few things about my mother today. But aside from just being her son, I think what's also important is that I am a teenager in this country. I'm 19 years old, we've just gone through an election that is a landmark for anyone. And I kind of wanted to reflect what the young voter could be thinking right now, especially with regard to the position of trustee. So first of all, before I get into that, I just want to say a few things about my mother. First of all, I think she's a fantastic lady. She has done so many things for this community, and she really puts so much enthusiasm to everything, whether it is passing specific legislation or making sure that I have my lunch at school when I forget it, which fortunately doesn't have to happen anymore. Now she can do that for my brother. But the point is that she's always so dedicated to everything that she does. And I think it goes beyond just simple dedication. I think she does everything with a certain enthusiasm and a certain persistence that is rarely seen in the world today. And I think that extends beyond just the household. I think it extends beyond her relationship with her children or her relationship with her friends. I think it extends to the community at large. And to talk about this, I think we can look to some things that she's done for this community. Specifically, she's been a community activist. What that means is that she has had ideas in her head of how this community could achieve a greater good. And instead of allowing those ideas to lay dormant, she's actually put them out there. She's put them into action and has made real change in this community. First we can look at her position on the PTO, as she was the PTO president, of the starting leadership position for her. From there, she went on to pass breed-specific legislation regarding dogs, of course. And the amount of effort that she put into that was just incredible. But it wasn't just about the effort or the dedication. It was about the unrelenting enthusiasm and the persistence that she had throughout the entire process. Whether it was her interview on MSNBC or a simple town hall meeting, she always made sure that she knew all the facts. She was always looking for a way to extend her idea, always looking for a way to put the idea into action. And that's activism in its purest form. In fact, I see activism every day when I'm inside the house. Whether she's talking to me about my college education or whether she's simply running an idea by me, everything that she talks about has to do with putting an idea into action, not just allowing it to lay dormant, or putting it into action. I think as all of you know, with such an incredible high school like Adelaide and Stevenson High School, we have so many thinkers in this community. We really do. So many intelligent people, so many people who have something to give to this world. But I think it's important that we not only have thinkers, but that we also have actors. And I think that my mother is the perfect exemplar for that. In fact, I remember just a year ago when I was in Mr. Gurnee, who's a teacher at Stevenson High School, I was in Mr. Gurnee's government class. And we were discussing the idea of community activism and what it really means in the contemporary context. And what Mr. Gurnee had pointed out, using a study by a man named Robert Putnam, who's a professor at Harvard, is that community activism and community cohesion as a whole has been declining over the past decade. So what we really need are these community activists, like my mother. People who are willing to take ideas and move a community to change. Not just simply let the idea sit. Not just think, but actually act. And I think that is what is so important. Specifically for my generation, for the teenagers of this country, for the people who are going to be moving into adulthood very quickly, into positions of responsibility, it's so important to have a role model who not only thinks, but additionally acts on things. And I really do think that that's my mother. Obviously I'm her son, obviously I love my mother, obviously I've lived with her all my life. But beyond that, it's really important to see that my mother has not just been a lady who is enthusiastic and persistent, but someone who really truly cares about this community. Someone who truly acts on her beliefs, and someone who will represent you not just in your ideas, but also represent you with actions. Thank you, everyone, and make sure to vote Lisa Stone on your ballot. I believe it's number 6 in April. Thanks.